and then we'll roll the carpet back again, remove this padding, spray the back of the carpet. We're going to roll it back to its normal position and do an additional extraction, because now that there's no padding underneath it, we're going to get a lot more moisture out of that carpet. Then we're going to leave some high velocity air movers and dehumidifiers to accelerate the drying.
Now, these air movers and dehumidifiers, they sound like some pretty powerful pieces of equipment. Do they use a lot of electricity? I don't know how high electric bills.
I understand, but they do need to be plugged into your outlets, and they are high powered, but they don't use a lot of electricity. And I do have a little chart here to show you. You see all that right here? Okay. But if you have a concern, you can speak to your adjuster about that. Now, you did mention odor as well, and I did notice something when I got lowered to the carpet. Question for you: do you have any pets in the house?
Well, there's this one cat we call Fluffy. It's always hacking them hairballs up. I call it a hairball. But anyway, but I don't think it would go on the carpet.
Well, I have this little pocket UV light, and I'll turn this on. And you see down here? See where it's lighting up?
Yes.
That tells me Fluffy wasn't such a good cat after all. But just as a matter of service, most of that situation from Fluffy is in the padding, and we're going to remove that already. And as long as it's a couple of isolated areas, we have specific products, organic enzyme cleaners that we can put on the fascions and the back of the carpet, and that will help with that odor. Now, I did notice also, this was a multi-level home. What's below this room?
You know, I didn't think about that. That's our ballroom down there.
Ballroom, okay. You mind if we take a look at that? Okay.
This is our French imported wallpaper. This is very expensive
Beautiful
wallpaper.
wallpaper, but just don't touch it, because I noticed here there's a leak in the ceiling here, and the water, and please don't slip, because it's all the way up against your baseboard here. So what happens many times is that there's enough water, it's going to wick up into this wall, and we don't want to damage this wall by pushing on the surface of it, tearing it. Becomes a little more pliable when we deal with that. So what I typically used to find, if there's moisture in a wall cavity, I would use an instrument like this.
You're not going to stick that over there.
No, we never do that, because I don't want to damage that beautiful wallpaper. So what I'm going to do in this case, I'm going to use another piece of equipment called non-invasive. It picks up density, so I'm going to put it on the wall here. You can see the wall is dry here, it's dry here, but once I start getting towards the bottom, you hear that beeping?
Oh, yeah.
That tells me there's moisture behind your wallpaper. So what I'm going to do in this case is I'm going to score the caulking off the top of your baseboards. We'll remove your baseboards. I think it's great your baseboards are on hinges. Because this is an interior wall, there's no insulation, and because this wall is wet, the paste is a little soft on the back. So I'm going to roll this up to expose the wall cavity. I'm going to put some 1-inch pilot holes below your baseboard line. We're going to force warm, dry air up into this wall cavity. Once that's dry, we'll put the wallpaper paste back on here. We'll roll this back down again. We'll put your baseboards back, re-lubricate your hinges, and we'll make it like it never even happened.
I do have a question on where it was like, it's like a bulge. That's kind of good.
Yeah, that's the second bulge, and that's above that beautiful table. Is that an expensive table?
Well, it's not most expensive, maybe $100,000.
Whoa, okay. What I'd like to do in this case is we're just getting a couple of crew members, and we're going to move it over a few feet just so we don't have that moisture drip on top of that beautiful table.
Wait a minute. Don't I want the adjuster to come see this?
Well, we're going to take photographs, and our duty here is to mitigate it, meaning keep this loss as small as possible, and we don't want water just by damaging the surface of that beautiful table. So we'll just move it over, we'll make some notes and take some photographs. This is what our job description is at this point.
Well, that's great. Listen, everything that you talked about sounds great. Look, we have a birthday party tomorrow for about 30 grandkids come over. If you get this done by tomorrow, you're going to be a real hero.
Tomorrow?
Yes.
Well, I know you want this done right, Mr. Mack, and in order to do this properly, just the drying alone is going to take about 3 days.
3 days?
Yes, sir.
You must be all these kids.
It's sort of TGI Fridays up the street. There. Leave the mess there.
All right. Well, listen, we'll discuss that later, but look, I didn't take any notes. Am I supposed to be taking notes?
Well, we have quite a bit to go through. Once you sign the authorization to perform services, I'll give the crew some direction, and then we'll review all the paperwork, and I'll answer any questions.
Great. Look, I appreciate you coming so fast. I'm going to call my agent and thank him for working on your
Right, thank you, Mr. Mack.